and fury. The wind rises. Quit following me. Squall and fury. The wind rises. Huh, too slow. Huh.
Wow! It looked impressive enough from the out. This is where all of Tevat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe... Oh, so it's a trap! But even if we can't take, or better yet, take a nap on top... Oh, right! It's quiet. Huh? Look! What a... Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure...
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross. Where should I start? Well, I've never been... If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony... Stopping the Mora mints, hiding away the...
So you've been planning to take the nose...
As one of the 11 Fatui, she will get that which she deserves. I'm not asking for your... The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. Either way, we now come to my favorite part, the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes, look!
You... When Signora offended the deities outside, instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make... When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize... But as for me... The greatest...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt...
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two. Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. No use hiding back there. All you do
Come
is
a little
run.
closer.
Got you.
Commit it to memory.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little...
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it! The Temple of Wisdom!
Come a little closer.
Some you win, and some you lose.
Look! Child...
It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of... You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adept guy. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Lilith. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanics?
I suppose so be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millelith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
I see everything! Everyone hold hands! Hup.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Hey! Let's
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
I see everything! The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui... We can't hold...
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body. It's like the time in Julian Cars. Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave. This granny's really strong. I see everything.
Let's move. Cook this. This isn't good.
Everyone hold hands.
Surrender and be gentle.
This isn't good.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Too slow.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Let's spark things up a little.
Everyone hold hands!
You're in for a little shock.
Hey! Just...
Everyone exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Sharing my knowledge!
You've been a naughty boy.
Everyone hold hands! Hey!
Send this quickly.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such... Thank you all for hearing me out.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense.
Forebears, you say? One...
This morning, Rex Lapis...
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are... I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had... But I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a the Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides.
Each of the 7 nations has its own.
Though your point is the very height of As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock. To be...
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I can't.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But although I am a mere mortal soldier...
Huh? Why does every...
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith, when danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next...
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to...
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay.
You see, this is what the country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their... Although their blood is weak, the time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of...
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a...
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was a... Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and a child wanted to unleash... But we were able to handle the Overlord of... Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of the... Paimon doesn't get it. But... Isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No, Viewer Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Squall Fury! The wind rises.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that...
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to... Last time we saw Zhongli was before we... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure that...
Quit following. Behold! The wind rises. Squall and Fury! You call this cooperation between Harbingers?
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you... Oh, it seems that's...
Hey, it's Zongli and Child.
It's you two. I believe we've met... Ah, right. I am that...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liua was near...
Paimon knew that we should never have...
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. So
Stop wasting time, child. Though you remember the agreement, Morax. Now...
What in the world are you talking...
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee.
How sanctimonious.
What? So, no, wait! That's an exciting...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was...
Gathering all the forces that had been...
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that, as you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6... Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him to... Just as a child quickly matures after losing...
In the end, the resolution to all... Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing. I had expected them to do no more than they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine.
Huh?
On the contrary, I think it is excellent.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. If you hadn't created the pressure...
Huh? Just whose side are you on? Be that as it may. You...
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no...
Fine.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything...
Right! As Zhongli always told us...
Realistically speaking...
Huh?
However, I am the god of contract. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa, you uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax.